We're making chicken tortilla soup today the easy way using rotisserie chicken. It's hearty, flavorful, you're gonna love it. Hey, I'm Laura, and on my channel I share a lot of quick recipe videos like this one. If that's your jam, subscribe for more. Grab your soup pot or your Dutch oven and heat it up just so you get the base nice and hot. And then we're gonna add a little bit of oil. Like most soups, it all starts with an onion. I'm going to quickly chop up a whole onion. You can save some time if you just hate chopping onions by buying them frozen and chopped and use that. Once your onion is chopped, we're gonna add it to our pot. That sizzle is always a good sign. Now, onions take about 3 minutes or so to soften up and saute. And meanwhile, you're also going to chop up 3 garlic cloves. If you just hate chopping garlic, really fine. I take a grater and grate it right into my pot. Now, anytime you use a microplane grater to grate garlic, make sure you flip it over and grab all that garlic from underneath. Now, this recipe calls for a jalapeno. If you like a little heat, you can keep the seeds in. Slice it in half, remove the seeds. I like doing this with a small spoon. I just scoop it out. And once it's seedless, I just slice my jalapeno into strips and then I mince it small. I'm gonna pick it up and put it right into my pot. I wanna give this a quick stir. Up next, I'm gonna add my spices. I like to toast them in there with the onions. First, I have chili powder and then cumin. Give these a nice stir. Toast up your spices. And now it's when it really starts to smell great in here. From here is really simple. We're just gonna grab a whole bunch of canned pantry staples like crushed tomatoes. We're gonna add those directly into the pot. From here, I'm adding canned corn that I've already rinsed and drained, and some black beans. This recipe is really versatile. You can omit the corn, add more beans. It just really makes this soup hearty. And now for our soup base, I'm adding chicken broth or stock, whichever one you prefer. We're gonna add this in here and then a little bit of water. You could add more stock or broth, but this right here was 32 or 1 carton. So if you don't wanna open up another one, you can just add water. And we're gonna stir this soup. What makes this recipe super easy and quick, other than dumping a bunch of stuff and sauteing for 3 minutes, is a rotisserie chicken. Here, I have an entire chicken that I cleaned last night, and that's enough for about 2 meals. This soup only needs half a chicken. So I'm just going to add half of this to my soup. With the rest, I can make an entire different meal, but this is always a good time saver. Now we just let it come to a boil, and once it's boiling, I'm gonna cover it, reduce the heat, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna clean up. This final step takes this chicken tortilla soup to the next level. Let's first check it out. Oh, it looks amazing. It's thickened up. There's so much chicken, it's hearty. Right before I serve it, I've already turned off the heat. What I love to do is take a lime and juice it directly into the soup. This citrus is going to bring out so much of freshness in the spices in the soup. It really makes this recipe extra delicious. Now, to that lime, before I stir it, I'm gonna take, I don't know, 1/4 of a bunch of cilantro. I'm going to chop it. I like to add it fresh at the very end so it doesn't cook down, and it really enhances the freshness and the flavor. Now you wanna chop the cilantro really small. If you hate chopping cilantro, I have a video that shows you exactly how to do that. I'll link it below for you. I'm telling you, this final step transforms this chicken tortilla soup. So let's stir this in. You can serve this soup as is or crush tortilla chips and place them on top of your soup. Grab everything you need right below this video and let me know how much you liked it. See you next time.